Welcome to the Thrill Quests channel, where mysteries come alive. I'm Annabelle, your guide through a labyrinth of suspense and intrigue. Get ready to elevate your senses, grip the edge of your seat, and prepare to embark on a journey into the unknown. Every story is a new thrill, every quest a new adventure. So, are you ready to unlock the mysteries that lie ahead? Let the quest for thrills begin. Ghosts in the Arcade. Brooklyn in the 1970s was a vibrant and gritty place where the streets buzzed with the sounds of life, and the air was thick with the scent of hot dogs and pretzels. Amidst the hustle and bustle, a local arcade called Game Galaxy stood as a haven for teenagers looking for excitement and escape. The dimly lit room, filled with the cacophony of blipping and bleeping arcade machines, was a second home to a tight-knit group of friends. It was a typical Saturday night at Game Galaxy, and the arcade was packed with kids vying for the top scores on their favorite machines. The friends gathered around their usual spot, the Galactic Invaders game, where Tony was determined to beat his own high score. "You're gonna crush it tonight, Ace," Eddie said, munching on a bag of popcorn. "I can feel it." Tony grinned, his fingers dancing over the controls. "Just watch and learn, Turbo." As Tony played, the friends cheered him on, the excitement of the game infectious. But as the screen flashed with pixelated explosions, Lisa noticed something strange. The machine next to them, an old and rarely used game called Specter Quest, began to flicker and hum. "Hey guys, check this out," Lisa said, her eyes narrowing. "That machine's acting weird." The friends turned to look, their curiosity piqued. The screen of Specter Quest displayed strange symbols and patterns, and the joystick seemed to move on its own. "That's creepy," Claire said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Maybe it's broken, but Tony's competitive spirit got the better of him. Or maybe it's a challenge," he said, stepping up to the machine. "Let's see what this game can do." As Tony inserted a coin and grabbed the joystick, the screen flashed brightly, and the game sprang to life. The friends watched in awe as Tony navigated the eerie, otherworldly landscape of Specter Quest, the graphics far more advanced than any game they had seen before. "Whoa, this is intense," Eddie said, his eyes wide. But as Tony progressed through the levels, the game began to take on a sinister tone. The screen displayed messages that seemed to be directed at him, and the symbols transformed into disturbing images. "Tony, I don't like this," Lisa said, her voice trembling. "Something's not right." Before Tony could respond, the game emitted a high-pitched screech and the screen went dark. The friends were plunged into darkness, the only sound the distant hum of the arcade machines. "What's going on?" Claire whispered, her fear palpable. As their eyes adjusted to the dim light, they saw a shadowy figure standing in the corner of the arcade. The figure's eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and a chill ran down their spines. "Run!" Tony shouted, grabbing Lisa's hand. The friends bolted for the exit, their hearts pounding in their chests. They burst out into the street, gasping for breath. "What the hell was that?" Eddie exclaimed, his voice shaking. "I don't know, but we need to figure it out," Tony said, his determination unshaken. "That game was trying to tell us something." Over the next few days, the friends delved into the mystery of Specter Quest. They discovered that the game had been a prototype created by a reclusive programmer named Vincent Blackwood, who had mysteriously disappeared shortly after completing it. "There's got to be a connection," Lisa said, her mind racing. "Maybe the game is haunted." Their investigation led them to Vincent's old apartment, a run-down building in a seedy part of town. As they searched the dusty rooms, they found a series of journals detailing Vincent's experiments with artificial intelligence and the supernatural. "This guy was into some weird stuff," Eddie said, flipping through the pages. The journals revealed that Vincent had created Specter Quest as a way to communicate with the spirit world using advanced algorithms and mystical symbols. But something had gone horribly wrong, and Vincent had become trapped in the game, his soul bound to the machine. "We need to go back to the arcade," Tony said, his resolve strengthening. "We have to free Vincent." That night, the friends returned to Game Galaxy, armed with the knowledge they had gained. The arcade was eerily quiet, the machines casting flickering shadows on the walls. They approached Specter Quest cautiously, their hearts pounding with anticipation. "Here goes nothing," Tony said, inserting a coin and gripping the joystick. As the game came to life, Tony navigated the levels with skill and determination. The messages on the screen became clearer, guiding him towards the final challenge. The friends watched in tense silence, their eyes glued to the screen. "You're almost there, Ace," Eddie said, his voice filled with hope. In the final level, Tony faced a powerful spirit that guarded Vincent's soul. The battle was intense, the screen flashing with energy as Tony fought to overcome the supernatural force. "You can do it, Tony," Lisa whispered, her hands clenched. With a final decisive move, Tony defeated the spirit, and the screen flashed brightly. The friends felt a rush of cold air, and the shadowy figure appeared once more. "Thank you," the figure whispered, its voice echoing through the arcade. "You have freed me." The figure faded away and the game powered down, its screen going dark for the final time. The friends stood in stunned silence, the reality of what they had just experienced sinking in. "Did we really just do that?" Claire asked, her voice trembling. "Yeah, we did," Tony replied, his voice steady. "We freed Vincent." As they left the arcade, the friends felt a sense of closure. They had faced their fears and uncovered the truth, emerging stronger and more united than ever. The shadows of the past had been dispelled, and they knew that their bond would withstand whatever challenges lay ahead. On a quiet evening by the pier, they gathered to reflect on their journey. The moon cast a silver glow over the water, and the distant sound of waves crashing against the shore filled the air. "Here's to Vincent," Tony said, raising a glass. "And to finding the truth, no matter how strange it may be." The friends toasted to their shared experiences and the lessons they had learned. They knew that life was full of unexpected twists and turns, but with each other by their side, they could face whatever came their way. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, they felt a sense of peace. The ghosts of the past had been laid to rest, and they could finally look forward to a brighter future. Thanks for joining us on another thrilling quest. We hope you enjoyed unraveling today's mystery. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Thrill Quests to keep the adventure alive. And remember, there's always another mystery waiting to be solved, so be sure to tune in for tomorrow's episode. Until then, stay curious and keep questing.